In September, you will be back in Chicago for the first time in more than 18 months.
Have I changed in almost 2 years?
I think you look identical to the Riccardo Muti I saw a year and a half ago. What is the thought that comes to you when you think about returning to this city that you love and this orchestra with whom you have bonded so closely?
The word is emotional, but it's not enough to express what will be the moment when I will be on stage and to have again the entire musical family and my friends. So I'm not a person that shows generally his emotion, but it's possible that for the first time in my life, I will show very clearly my openly how much I love the Chicago Symphony, the musicians, the hall, the city. There is the desire to save what we are. So I think that in the end, the public, little by little, will feel that it's necessary to go back to a concert hall and to hear a Beethoven symphony, Tchaikovsky symphony. Anything can happen. And this is the magic of a live performance. And this gives also salt or pepper, if you like, or paprika to the people that go in a concert hall.
You've grown very close to this orchestra over the past 11 seasons, but it's also been as a result of a great deal of work, years and years of rehearsing together, playing together, giving concerts together, getting to know each other. What must you now do to pick up that thread that has been temporarily broken and continue where you left off?
We have to put together the big repertoire. Because, as Arthur Rubinstein said, if I don't practice one day, nobody notices. If I don't practice 2 days, I will notice. If I don't practice 3 days, the public will notice. So exercise to be together, to refine, like a car, a human car, a car with a soul that has, after 2 years almost, that has not been together. I consider always Chicago Symphony like a Ferrari or Lamborghini. You can choose between the two, but you need to put together the repertoire again. And then you have to take care of the contemporary music. Rightly so, now all these people are paying more attention, not only to women composers, to black composers that have been ignored for a long time. What is important is that always the choice of the repertoire, I'm talking about the contemporary repertoire, must be based on the merit. Men and women must have the same rights in art.
Yeah, the first 3 weeks of the season when you return interest me because they seem to exemplify what you're talking about. There is music we've never played before by Florence Price, the Black woman who lived in Chicago. There's Chevalier de Saint-Georges, the Black composer at the end of the 18th century, Missy Mazzoli, who is our composer in residence, and at the same time, some of the great classics.
I have chosen these works because I believe that is good music. You said Mazzoli because you are American, but this is an Italian name, so it should be pronounced Mazzoli. I'm joking, of course. And Mazzoli is a very good composer.
I've always been impressed that you pick the composers in residence for the Chicago Symphony by seriously studying the scores and so forth. And now we have a new composer in residence, Jesse Montgomery, who starts with us this next season.
Jesse Montgomery is a very good composer also. And before meeting the composer, I met the score or some scores of the composer. I tried to follow to see if in the score there is a spiritual substance. If the score is able to communicate something. I need to see in the scores a message. But if a message comes from really a genuine feeling, then reaches also the most difficult public.
You will end next season with another Verdi opera, Un Ballo in Maschera, the fifth Verdi opera you've done in Chicago, in addition, of course, to the Requiem. Would you say that after all these years, the Chicago Symphony is now as great a Verdi orchestra as you can find anywhere?
Sì, Chicago Symphony was always a great Wagner orchestra because of my predecessors. But Verdi was not done in the way an Italian conductor could do. But I was very impressed from the beginning when I did the Verdi Requiem. When I started to work with the orchestra, immediately I felt that the orchestra had the quality, the spirit, the culture was a miracle, but the orchestra immediately followed my intentions, and this was proved again in Otello. The orchestra played fantastically. I think that I have done Otello in different occasions with different orchestras, great opera orchestras, but the best performance I think that was given by the Chicago Symphony. Let's hope that now that when we get together in September is a beautiful month. It's one of the most beautiful months of the year. Nature is taking a new dress, like a Botticelli, così, è bellissimo. And so let's hope that September will be the beginning of a new future for the orchestra, for Chicago, for the world.
We look forward to September and seeing you, Maestro. Grazie. Molto grazie.
Grazie a tutti. Ciao.